Okay, so good morning, everyone. I'm back doing a second live, and it's really just to give an update on what will be happening with the Worldwide Soccer Coaches Club platform. So I've been doing the animated sessions for quite a while now, and it's really good to get so many people following. But what I don't feel I'm doing is adding as much value as I could. So I really want to change that. So my name is Simon Millington. I'm a football coach educator, a licensed qualified football coach, still tutor the UEFA C and UEFA B qualifications. Used to do the old level 1, 2 and youth module courses. So the reason I set up this channel really was to help grassroots football coaches understand a little bit more about coaching. And that would be providing practices that you will see on UEFA B and also UEFA C qualifications. And I think they've gone down really well. But the thing is, coaching isn't always about drills. It's about lots more different things. My own personal slant on that is effective coaching is what I'll be really focusing on. So if you're a grassroots coach, so who's just beginning, so let me just grab a pen. So this channel really is for people who are newly qualified or new beginner coaches. So new coaches this year. Yeah, so you might be starting with your under 6s or under 8s. It's also for people who are going into UEFA C or UEFA B qualifications. So I still tutor both of these, and I want to help people prepare for when they change from this, a new coach, going into a UEFA C and then ultimately UEFA B. And we'll touch on a variety of different things as we go through this. But the main thing that I'm looking at is effective coaching. So if you're a bit of a joystick coach, this channel isn't really for you unless you're open-minded enough to go, let me think about different ways of coaching. Because one of the biggest frustrations I see whenever I'm out coaching, supporting coaches, is watching someone who's constantly telling children what to do. Shoot, run, pass, dribble, tackle, drop back, press, squeeze. It's not coaching. It's instruction. And it's not very useful. It doesn't help players learn how to do things properly. It just tells them to react. And what you've got to understand is the very youngest players, under 6, 7, 8, they're not going to be taking too much in. You shout something, they look round, they try to work out what you're doing. Their parents are shouting something, they look at them. They're not really focused in on the game. So the best thing great coaches can do is set everything up, help them learn to play, and then let them get on with it. They will make mistakes. So what? They're kids. They will make mistakes. And the final thing is, what I want people to really understand is, would you, as a human being, like to be shouted at constantly for something you're doing? It's supposed to be a bit of fun. Now, imagine that you were at work and your line manager came over and said, lift that up, do this, move it over there, do it quicker, drop back in here. You'd go crazy. What's the difference for kids? So they're still learning, they're still developing, they're going to make lots of mistakes. But what I see here is the new qualified coaches stepping forward, and that's brilliant. We need more of those people, but they need to understand how to manage practices, how to connect with their players, how to build relationships with parents to try and help make sure that their life is as easy as possible. Parents fundamentally want their kids to have the best experience, but we also have to support them to understand what's effective player development and coach development. And we're going to be looking at fundamentally everything that involves in that. And when I go this week, I'm going to be posting some videos. It's all about philosophies. And all coaches should have at least 3 of these that they consider. The first one is, how do we like to play? So how do we like to play the game? Yeah. And that's different for different ages and stages of development. The second one is, how do I like to coach? So what is my methodologies? How am I going to try and convey the information that I have to other people to help them understand that? Yeah. So we've got playing, coaching, and then it's also, how do I like to develop players? So what's my approach to helping players become the best version of themselves? And that takes time. It takes effort. So this channel is developing now just from animated sessions, more to how do I support grassroots coaches? Coaches working in the pro game can benefit from some of the stuff, but they will get lots of support. What doesn't happen in grassroots football is lots of support. So this is really to help people put lots of different steps in and see this as a 10-year project rather than a series of different seasons. And if you can get this right, by the time that your players get to 16s, 17s, 18s, you'll almost be redundant. And that's what my new book, Coach the Child in Front of You, is all about. It's about giving coaches real practical tips. Then next year, I'm going to bring out one that helps people transition from UEFA C to UEFA B, but also club environments. Because I think we can do a lot more work supporting coaches within their own environment with their clubs than we can when they come on courses. And this is something I want to go into a lot more detail through over the coming months. But if you're interested in learning more about effective coaching, how that can be structured, how it can benefit the youngest players going all the way up, and also fundamentally to make grassroots football coaches' life easier. That's all I'm here to do, is to try and give you lots of tips and tricks that will help you think, right, now I've put some of this groundwork in place, I will yield the benefit of that as I go through the season. So if you're new to coaching, want ideas, this is the right place for you, because I'm going to help give you lots of different stuff that will fundamentally make your life easier, make your coaching journey more enjoyable for your players, for your parents, but also for yourself. You don't want to be stressed out by this stuff. You just want lots of stuff that's useful, effective, and proven to work. And that's what I'm going to help give you over the coming months. So I look forward to catching up with you soon, and tune in for all the sessions that I'm going to share, but also the videos and also the lives that I'm going to do each week, just to go through some more stuff in detail. All right. Have a great day if you are playing today. And if not, put your feet up and relax. You're going to have a busy season ahead.